Hi, hello, and namaste. Welcome back to my channel, Aquarium. Today we are going to have a new video session which will be quite interesting for the viewers and also for my fishes because this will be the most funny part with the fishes, especially when you feed them. Okay, so before going into the content, I would like to share my happiness that the video subscription rate from last video to this video is almost double, which is really something happy to share with you people. I'm so happy that people are really interested on my content, that what I share with you. So which is really something happy for me. So that I try to improve my content a little bit more in deeper compared to my last videos. Thank you very much for your subscription and also your viewership and likes, whatsoever what you give on my channel is really like blessing. Okay, so today's video is more about the food. Of course, everyone likes the food, also we and also fishes. Tell me one people who don't like the food. There will be no one. And yes, today I'm here with some interesting topic that what you really need to feed your fish, especially for African cichlids. African cichlids are, I mean, most aggressive fishes, I would say, and also you can also train them, especially by how to feed them, or while you feed them you can train them. It's something like how can I say, it's okay, I forgot, no problem. So you can also train them, especially when you feed them. You can also keep them on a disciplined way. So this is also which you can try with your fishes, but it's not that easy, but therefore you really need to do a lot of practice. Well, coming to the food, what I feed them and how many times I feed them. One important tip is, like, if you really want to maintain the tank really very clean and not to have too much dirt on the sand, what you see on my back, that you must really minimize the quantity of the food. This is really very important, because if you keep a lot of food, sometimes they cannot take all the food and this will be lying on the sand, and which can produce some dangerous gases, I would say, which are like nitrite, which is really bad for your aquarium and also for your fishes, so that they might die. Not immediately, but it will take time to see the reaction. Before I go in deep, I would like to tell you that you can feed your fishes like 1 time in a day or 2 times. It doesn't matter how many times you feed them, but give them the good proportion, and also, I mean, good food, not something cheap food, because the cheap food can spoil the health from your fishes, and also the color, especially the color from the fishes, will also reduce, which is not good, I would say. Especially I don't like if you lose the color from your fish, because there will be no fun in your aquarium when you look at. Okay, well, there are 2 types of fishes, especially in my tank. What you see now, there are African cichlids and also Buna fishes. For Buna fish, there is a different kind of food variety, and for cichlids there is a special food. And also you can really give them a special treat once in a week or every 3 days by giving them some frozen meat, which is earthworms. You can also get them in your local stores, which will be not so expensive. it will be like something, a treat for them once in a while, because even we get bored if we eat the same food every day. It will be the same for your fishes. So I prefer at least you change the food like every 3 days or once in a week, so that give them a special treat with worms, especially the frozen food at worms. They will like it. You can also give them 100 grams or 150 grams, because my tank is really huge. So I prefer to give at least 100-150 grams, which will be quite some enough for these fishes. And one important thing, when you feed the frozen food to them, never give them the dry food which you give on regular basis. This is important because this will be too much for them, and they cannot take everything in their mouth, and they will be having some digestion problems. And one important thing, especially these fishes, they can take all the food what you give them, because they trust you, because they see you every day and you train them to eat whatever you feed them, and they really trust you that what kind of food you are giving to them, and they simply eat fast. And sometimes they fight because some fishes need more food, and some they don't need much. So yeah, so well, going in detail, I share you now. I have 2 varieties of food. One is for cichlids and the other is for Buna. So for cichlids, I have from SERA. This is a nice brand which I use to feed my fishes, because the quality from the food is really good. And usually I feed them the shrimp. These shrimp is having 4%, they call as 4% krill, which is nothing but the shrimps. They look like small balls, which you can see, probably not clearly, I'll show you later. And for Buna fishes, I feed them earthworms, which are the dry earthworms, not frozen food like what I said before. You can also give these 2 fishes every day, that's not a problem, but like they get bored after some period of time, which will be yeah, they need some treat like what we need on a regular basis. So just if they get some special food, they will be really happy when they eat. And also you can also feed them manually. You can also feed them with the automatic feeder. Usually I use automatic feeder when I plan to go on a vacation, or when I stay away from the home for some period of time. So I have a dual auto feeder from AHIM, where you can program it for like 3 times in a day, or you can try to feed them 1 time in a day. So I show you now. So this is the AHIM twin feeder, where it has 2 cavities, one where I feed for Australian cichlids, and the other chamber is for Buna fishes. And here are the programming switches, where you can really program it in detail, that how many it turns that the spinner has to turn and drop the food in the tank. And also you can adjust the time at what time you like to feed the fishes. This is also possible. We can make another session about the AHIM twin feeder, how we can use them and how we can feed them using this, which will be quite interesting. Probably you might like them. I can share the link from the foods what I use for my fishes. You can check them later after finishing the video. I can provide you the links on the bottom in the description. Yes, well, now I think that's it for now. I can show you a small clip that how I feed them, and also using twin feeder, how they like to have the food. Thank you very much, guys. Please check the clip at the end, and see you next week on another interesting video. Thank you very much. Please like again, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you very much. Bye bye.